How's it going today, everybody? It's Robin here from AriesFireTarot. Thanks, everyone, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Just shuffling the Essential Tarot deck. I'm just feeling this deck today, so I'm going to do a mini reading for all signs using the Essential Tarot for a change. So I hope everybody enjoys this reading. Again, this reading is for anybody who has been guided to press play. So I just did my deck cut here and just a couple more little shuffles and we'll be ready to go for you. I just wanted to say that this guidance is not going to be for everybody, but there might be some information that could be useful to you. So like if it's not resonating right away, you could just watch a little bit further because there could be something that actually has a light bulb moment for you, but here we go. So I've got the Devil card here for you. The Devil card can represent somebody not having the best habits or having an addiction, or it's just time to stop something, really. Pretty creepy looking card though. If you look at the way the Devil, he really looks monstrous, and there's two like children. They look like they're enslaved and cowering at the base of this person. It's not cool. So the next card is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is somebody that is just prepared to move on from a situation. So that could actually tie in quite nicely with the Devil, but I'll just get some cards laid out and then we'll talk about a reading after that. So I accidentally pulled two cards at once, but the first card I pulled out of these two is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is generally quite a creative person, pretty good-natured, like successful in their creative efforts. They probably don't like an argument or anything like that. They're pretty like sweet-natured. Some people might view them as like spineless, depending on who they are. So the next card I pulled here is the Tower for you guys. And the Tower is about something being shaken up quite radically in your life. And in the Gilded Tarot, there's a crown being blown off here too. And there's no people in this card, but there's a moon in the background. And it just looks like the top is being blown off. So this is representative of something like being shaken up in your life and like time for a new start. These are pretty cool cards so far, actually. So the next card I have for you guys is the Queen of Rods. So the Queen of Rods is somebody that is, they're pretty, sorry, I'm listening. Sometimes I get flashes like in my head of like intuitive flashes, right? So I have to stop and listen to it and it kind of throws off what I'm in the middle of saying. But anyway, so the Queen of Rods is somebody that you can see that she's quite content and like shining and glowing with positivity. You know, she's sitting with an orange cat on her lap, and orange cats are like the bomb. So, but this person is really like quite genuine and likes to help their family, and you know, they will volunteer, and they're sort of like an in nature person. But the other side of that person is that they could have a really short temper, And it can come out of nowhere. It'll really like blow you away because they can go along really smoothly and everything's fine. And then they'll just pop one day and blow it all off and then go back as if nothing had happened. So the next card I have for you is the Justice card. And the Justice card is about something being set to right, or a decision coming in that is like for the right party, like for, I wanted to say the winning party, but that's not exactly what I mean. It basically on the side of justice, like, so the side of truth, that's what I was looking for. Sorry, just nothing. Okay, so the next card I have here for you guys is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is somebody studying to improve their life. Either like it's an internship, or they're going back to school, or on the job training, or, you know, apprenticeship in a trade. And you can see that the effort that they're putting into having their head down and studying, represented by this pentacle that this guy is holding in his hands, it's going to bring in all this material wealth, with pentacles representing coins, you know, money. So this guy is going to like make his future more financially abundant by studying. So the next card I have here is the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups, you can see, and the cups relate to like emotion in tarot. So you can see that these cups are like spread out as if they're a rainbow, and then there's this happy family underneath the rainbow of the cups, and their mansion is off in the background, and everything is blooming and gorgeous. So the Ten of Cups just represents having a happy home life, like everything's going well, like all the way around, everybody's getting along, there's no money problems, they're like, it's just like Little House on the Prairie, like everything's fine. So I find these are some really interesting cards here, starting off with the Devil. So I spent so much time talking about them, I just want to put you guys on a quick pause and let them talk to me, and then I'll come back and give you guys the reading based off of these cards that I have here, and I'll just actually give you a quick shot of the cards, and then I'll come back and start talking about them. Okay, so hold on. Hey guys, I'm back. So yeah, I had a chance to meditate on the cards despite every dog in the neighborhood going crazy while I was on a pause there. So what I'm seeing here is that some of you are in jobs right now that you feel tied to. It's creating sort of a lot of bad habits at work. I don't think you're actually yourself right now. I feel like you're not really depressed, but you're like resentful. You're resentful because you think that there's people higher up above you that are not necessarily deserving of the position that they're in. So you're just about ready to leave. You've been thinking about it for a long time, but you're still there because you have some bills to pay. You know, like the rest of us. I mean, the bills don't pay themselves. If they did, I'd be probably in a different country. So I actually think that this King of Cups represents your current supervisor or superior or whatever, the person you report to, and your feelings of, I got the word disgust, towards this person are making themselves pretty evident. And I see in the Tower here that like you're contemplating like storming out, like making that big scene, that, I mean, it's pretty awesome for everybody else to watch. Now I can't see a thing. You know, I was a waitress for a long time, and there was a couple times where people, they just like flipped out, said basically screw this, and stormed out, you know, swearing. And I mean, it was hilarious, you know, for me, because I was just watching. But I mean, after that, it might feel good to storm out, but then what? Then, you know, you still have your rent or your mortgage to pay, or, you know, your car loan or whatever. Maybe you'd like to have some food in your fridge and stuff like that. So, what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Rods is that you're going to have to sort of pull in this energy, this destructive energy, and it's boiling up in you. I think it starts, you're okay, and then you start sort of like making your way to work, and you start to feel like really anxious and how much you hate your boss, and you know, you kind of have like this kind of image of your boss, and you feel like the employees are like these people that are held captive here, which in some scenarios it's not too far off from the truth, which is unfortunate. Because anyway, I won't get into a big long rant about how some people, you know, it takes more than a degree to be a good leader. But anyway, you're gonna have to like cultivate this kind of energy, the patience of the Queen of Rods here, where like, look how placid she is, her face, she's very calm and collected. And you know, maybe you have a cat at home, you could go snuggle in the evening and just sort of chill out and relax. I mean, it's a pretty calm looking person here, and it might be really challenging for you, but I mean, I think learning how to be patient and calm in the face of like a not so swell situation is better than losing your mind and like sort of storming out and not being able to have a reference or pay your bills and whatnot. But I see something coming in the future here. Excuse me while I take a sip of water, you guys. And it's important that you hang on, like, because there's something else coming. It looks to me like you're not the only person that has noticed that your boss is, like, they're, besides, like, not being that great to the staff, like to you and the rest of your team or whoever, it doesn't look like they're doing much of their job, right? And it's being monitored by people above that, and there's going to be something happening. And I got the keywords in my head, like 5 to 6 months. I see your manager, whoever runs your department or team or runs the show, basically the boss, they're either going to be redeployed to a different department, or they're going to be asked to leave. So and I see this working really well for you with the Eight of Pentacles, because this is going to open up a great big door for you, and put you in a position where you can improve your career without having to go through like the life-sucking process of looking for a new job, because that's just it's soul-sucking. Like, it's just devastating. So I see some sort of advancement here for you with the company you're currently at. And I see that you like working for the company, but this person is making your like 9 to 5 like living hell. Sorry. Oh, sometimes I'm so funny. Anyway, so I see this all happening again, like within the next 5-6 months for you. And then after a certain period of, and you're going to feel like pretty much over the moon, like, oh, yay, right away. I mean, I don't even think that you're going to have a moment of, oh, that sucks for them. You're just going to think, well, finally, because this is not a nice person. And I think they think that they're fooling everybody, right? They're putting on the show for the people that they think it matters for, and then they're turning around and they're like this monstrous gargoyle to the people that they're meant to be leading, and that's not the way it goes. It's just not appropriate. And in this type of climate right now, this employment climate, it's not tolerated either. And, so it is being noted, and I can see that you're right on the brink of walking away. But I think if you do that, you'll be throwing away like a really important future for you. So I'll just give you another shot of the cards here. So these cards just, they spelled out a story so nicely. I'm really glad I listened to myself and used this deck, because I usually use the Gilded Tarot, because it's my favorite. But anyway, so it just spelled out the story so nicely. You can see that it starts out basically in hell, and it ends up in heaven, like with the rainbow cascading down like abundance onto you and your family if you have one. And maybe like if you're single right now, everything that you're going through and leading up to this new career break, you could finally like lose this horrifying sort of angst and anxiety that you're feeling, and meet somebody nice, and have that family that you're dreaming about, but you're just too, like, you're so stressed that it's not even really on the horizon right now. But it could be, like, if you're single and you're going through this could be coming in for you. So anyway, this is for people that are, they're not happy at work, and it's got nothing to do with their work. It has everything to do with management. There's a break coming for you. So if you can just sort of hold it together for a while and sort of keep your eye on the future, things do change, and there's a really happy ending here basically for you. So if you are this person, or that person, or whatever, I hope this helped, so you can sort of keep your head on straight without like blowing your top and blowing your future in the process. So anyway, I'll leave it there, you guys. So thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I am putting out videos every day. And I've got some really helpful guidance. So yeah, so I'll wrap it up. Thanks again, you guys. Stay blessed.